everyone, this is Jeffrey Smith, and I am with Dr. Barbara Royal. Can you just give us the nugget, what you discovered, how you discovered it, what you do, what the results are? They can share this and save other animals' lives and get to the right decisions.
So it's 10 words or less. And I've been practicing for 20 years, and what I watch every single day is I watch animals eat themselves healthy. So, I mean, that's sort of the nugget. The most important health decision you can make for your pet is what you put in the food bowl. And that's, bar none, absolutely the most important thing you can do. And what you really need to think about is, the reason I learned all of this is because I've worked with zoo animals, with wildlife, with all kinds of different species. And the number one thing I always think about each time is, what are the causes of health? And as you're looking at an animal, you have to know, like, okay, what causes health in this particular species? And it isn't going to be eating every single meal of their life should not be eating some dried, weird little combination of a kibble that is completely inappropriate for the species. It doesn't make sense. And so the fact that we sort of have fallen into this because normal has shifted so far off track doesn't make any sense either. So right now, my big problem is I look at the animal population in general in this country, and we say 1 out of every 2 animals has cancer. Like, is that an acceptable statistic? And is that just like, well, that's just the way it is? It's like, we've gotten so far into some abnormal numbers that we're just accepting them. Not okay by me, and that's not what I see in my practice when animals are eating appropriate food. And that's the number one thing that we do to change things.
But what happened around the time the GMOs were introduced in 1996, and so they started going into the human food and pet food in late 96, started but mostly in 97, and then it built. So what happened in your practice, since you were around before and after that time, what happened during that time that was different?
It seems like to me, and it doesn't even seem like, I think it's pretty statistically true, we were suddenly seeing way more allergies, way more problems with animals that are more metabolic disturbances that, I was taught you would see a couple of those in your career. And all of a sudden I'm seeing Addison's disease all the time, chronic stressors, things that you could, I'd studied chemistry in my undergraduate program, and I can understand where a lot of those link, like how do certain chemicals affect the body's systems and their metabolic processes. And some of the things we do a lot to animals anyway, we sort of started doing, more of the pesticides, more things like that, as we're putting them topically on the animal for one. But we were doing that for, we started doing that. And then if you add in every single meal of their day, having different types of chemicals, I think what happened is we got less interested in the nutritional value of the real food we were putting in, and more interested in, the pet food industry got interested in just putting everything in there. It doesn't matter. It's not organic. It's not real food. It's got all kinds of chemicals in it. It's okay. It's pet food. We don't care. But the fact is, we do care. A short lifespan and very, very, active metabolic systems will show the problems right away. And they did to me. Cancers started to increase, allergies started to increase, immune system problems started to increase, seizure problems, all of these things, they're not normal. They shouldn't be in the population at this high of numbers. It's crazy. And when I take them away from the animals and we put them on organic food and we say, don't do this anymore, and people pay attention, those problems go away. They go away.